Prime Minister Abiy inaugurates airport expanded terminal Skylight Hotel. Bromdino dam collapses, Hove fades for hundreds missing in Brazil. Hello and welcome to Oromia Broadcasting Network News. I'm Thomas Kamulato with the latest story of the hour. Those were the headlines. Now news in brief. Social fund to support street children and destitute in Finfinne City has been launched. President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Sahle-Work Zawde, is partner of the fund. Let us raise out on that.
A social fund has been launched in Finfinne City. The social fund is said would help to support destitute children, women, elderly and handicapped people who live in the street. Prominent personalities, artists, athletes and religious leaders, among others, have attended the event aiming at launching the program. President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Sahle-Work Zawde, is a patron in charge of overseeing the fund. On the occasion, President Sahle-Work noted that majority of the street people in the country are women and children, which she said worrisome. It is the mandate of all to help the citizens who live in the street. This is vital to succeed the development journey of our country, she said. Deputy Mayor of Finfinne City, Engineer Takale Uma, for his part, underscored that currently over 50,000 people are living in the street of the city. The other people helped us to succeed our vision. Now it is time to pay back that. For the future, these people might have the chance to be leaders, business persons, athletes, and artists. We didn't see their dream. We have the obligation to understand their dream and support them to make real their vision, he said. The city administration has donated 100 million birr to launch the fund. Artist Hachalu Hundesa and Hamalmal Abate have vowed to contribute what they can for this blessed cause. Oromo people are known by their compassionate sense and generosity. I'm ready to do my best in what I can. It might be by my profession, finance, and other means, he said. Not only in the capital, there are similar problems in all regions of the country. We artists can make the necessary support through our profession, she said. Athlete Darato Tulu has also shared their idea. It is a good move. I think it is time to support our citizens, she said. The Finfinne City Administration Finance Bureau has opened a bank account for the fund. Accordingly, the SMS service has been launched to fund the program by sending letter a text message to 6400. This way, everyone can contribute 2 birr and a single text message.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has inaugurated the Ethiopian Airlines Bole Airport Terminal expansion and 5-star Skylight Hotel. Bole International Airport Passenger Terminal expansion project was built at the cost of $363 million on 74,000 square meters of land. Aklilu Gabro explains.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has inaugurated a 5-star luxurious hotel in the expanded Bole International Airport, which was constructed by Ethiopian Airlines Group. Senior government officials and the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mohammed, attended the inauguration ceremony. Ethiopian Skylight Hotel, which is located 5 minutes drive from Bole International Airport in Finfinne City, is built with an outlay of $65 million. The 5-star hotel rests on 40,000 square meters and has 373 rooms with 27 presidential and executive seats, 4 restaurants and a conference and a banquet hall that can hold 2,000 people at a time. was indicated that in an immediate future, the hotel will generate 400 jobs. In addition to promoting Ethiopian tourism, the hotel will also welcome passengers during transits, stopovers, and technical delays, according to the Ethiopian Airlines. In similar news update, Premier Abiy also inaugurated Bole International Airport passenger terminal expansion project, which could cater 22 million passengers annually. The airport facility has been expanded to triple in size to accommodate 22 million passengers yearly. The newly expanded airport terminal has been refurbished with amenities of high-tech systems of 21st century global airport hub, including improved baggage handling and latest technology security measures. Bole International Airport passenger terminal expansion project was built at a cost of $363 million on 74,000 square meters of land. The Prime Minister on the occasion said Ethiopian Airlines is the pride of Ethiopia, as it embodies the philosophy of Medemar, emphasizing the greatness of the airline rests in the synergetic work of all members of the organization. What has made Ethiopian Airlines prominent across the globe are its vision, leadership, and the tough workers of the group. So each and every worker's role puts the Ethiopian Airlines group on top position. He called upon staff members to take their ownership to another level by buying into shares of the airline. He further affirmed the support of his administration to further strengthening the airline, according to the office of the Prime Minister. Ethiopian Airlines Group Chief Executive Officer Tawalde Gebramariam for this part said that the expansion will raise passengers handling capacity of the airlines to 25 million per year.
Ethiopian Airlines Aviation Group to be one of the top 20 global airlines in the world.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy also visited the Aviation Academy of the airline, the maintenance and the aerospace manufacturing site, cargo and the logistics centers.
The Ethiopian Minister of Foreign Affairs said the 50th Ethiopia-Djibouti Joint Ministerial Commission kicked off in Djibouti on Sunday. Ethiopian Ministry of Foreign Affairs Dr. Workneh Gebeyehu went to Djibouti to solidify the existing partnership platform and explore potential channel of the cooperation to broaden ties between the two brotherly countries. He recognized that Ethiopia and Djibouti share common values, interests, and destiny. Dr. Workneh noted that joint cooperation on political, social, education areas demonstrates stern commitment between them and to attain sustainable development and alleviate poverty in their respective countries. According to INA website, Dr. Workneh underscored that Ethiopia attaches great importance to the relationship between the peoples and governments of both countries. The minister stressed that both countries should explore vast opportunities and the considerable possibilities to deepen economic ties for the mutual benefit of their peoples. Dr. Workneh emphasized that enhancing trade, business, and investment ties are very significant to assure deepening bilateral relations between Djibouti and Ethiopia. Diplomatic relation between Ethiopia and Djibouti was established in 1984. Minister of Revenue Adanechi Abebe said her ministry is working to attain the goals that he set. The ministry has evaluated work performance of various branch office and customs. Fikadu Brown reports.
Ministry of Revenues has evaluated 6 months and 100 days work performance of its branch offices and the customs offices in Adama town. Lack of planning, lack of preparation, lack of discussion with stakeholders, lack of leaders' capacity, lack of using information properly are among the limitations observed in the sector. Zegaye Balaina, manager of Adama branch offices with the Ministry of Revenues, said the evaluation is significant to know their weaknesses and strengths of the past 6 months.
Because the evaluation is to evaluate the last 6 months' performance against the plan. At the beginning of the year, we planned. So in this evaluation, we evaluate how did we achieve, where we fail in sector, in absolute figures, in percentage, in every areas. So we are evaluating that. Now there are officials from head office, including the Honorable Minister and branch managers across the country. So we are now evaluating it. We have seen where we failed and we have seen where we achieved. So our aim in this evaluation is to maximize, to maintain our strong sides and maximize the opportunities and improve our shortcomings in the coming quarters and months of the year.
He adds that every stakeholder should work with great commitment to achieve the goal. Zegeye called upon businessmen to participate on the right business in order to play their part in the country's development.
Paying tax and doing legal business is not for somebody else, it's for ourselves. It is the taxes we pay that the government is doing several infrastructures across the country. And it is the legal business that we do that produces, or that brings employment opportunity for citizens. So I call every businessman to do right business and pay truly tax without invading. Without entering in unnecessary businesses, and pay right tax at the right time.
Minister of Revenues Adaanech Abeebe, for her part, noted that her ministry is working with maximum efforts to achieve the intended goal. We have reformed the sector in the past 6 months. We have established Commission of Customs to stand by itself. The structure of the ministry and the commission was also stated, and the human power is already assigned. The new structure is solving the problems that challenged the sector in the past years. Besides this, we have also done 80% of tax collection, she said. Participants have also expressed their readiness to contribute their fair share using inputs they have got from the evaluation.
Successful
Even though we have some limitations, our success is cumulatively reached 80%. This is a good success. We are also reforming our sector. We achieved this success being in this process. But it is expected from us to do more than this in the coming second 100 days of our plan, she said.
Afrankalo music concert that has been held in Finfinne City, where senior government officials have been in attendance. All OBN reports.
Afrankalo Music Band has a great respect and value in the history of Oromo people's struggle for freedom. The band has returned home from exile after a long period of time due to political pressure in Ethiopia. A welcoming concert for the band has been held in Finfinne City, capital of the Ethiopia. On the occasion, Deputy Mayor of Finfinne City, Engineer Takala Uma, said Afrankalo Band is a pioneer band that struggled for its people freedom through art.
When Afrankalo music band started, it was not allowed even to speak Afrankalo, but Afrankalo was not limited to establishing a band, therefore it deserves special thanks.
Engineer Takala added that the Afrankalo Band is a good model and lesson for the current art families.
The role of legendary artists like artist Ali Bara have a special place in the struggle of Oromo people.
Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, who is also coordinator of social cluster, Taiba Hassan, said Afrankalo, Itu and Humbanna had always been victorious.
Afrankalo, Itu Humbanna.
Afrankalo, Itu and Humbanna had a special role in fighting the Egyptian invasion in the early 19th century for 10 consecutive years and had got victory. Taiba underscored that celebrating the event should be followed by restoring the Oromo art of music for advanced level, adding that Oromo people have paid a lot of sacrifices to reach this time. Oromo people have traveled a long distance in its freedom struggle. Many Oromos were killed, many exiled and tortured. Oromo lost many of its heroes and heroines, but still it has had hundreds of thousands of intellectuals, she said. Taiba stated that Oromo struggle saved the country from destruction and even has become hope for the Horn of Africa. Oromo Qeerroo struggle has not only brought freedom for the Oromo people, but also saved the country from falling apart. It is even hope for the African continent. So we should get united than ever to sustain our success, she said.
You're watching OBN, Voice for the People. Now news from abroad. At least 34 people have been killed and about 300 others remain missing after dam collapse at iron ore mine in the southern eastern Brazil, official says. Rescue teams have been searching the site near the town of Brumadinho following Friday's collapses. It is not clear what caused the failure of the dam owned by Vale, Brazil's largest mining company. Vale has had $1.6 million frozen. It is from its account to help the fund recovery workers and handle managers. The rupture of the dam caused a sea of muddy sludge to bury the site's cafeteria, where workers were eating lunch, and at least one bus that carried employees. On Saturday, emergency service used helicopters and earth-moving machinery in the search of the survivors. Minas Gerais State of Fire Department says some 366 people have been rescued. Of course, 23 have been taken to hospital. Vale said it could not reach 252 of its employees and contractors. Residents of the guests at the local inn were also reported missing. 8 of the victims have been identified, the BBC reported. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all for now. Have a good time.